So here at ABC 10, we stand for you. We're always looking to try to look out for you. We're taking a closer look at how this will impact folks here in California.
Political reporter Morgan Reiner joins us right now. And Morgan, tell us how many people right here in the Golden State are still in debt.
Laura, 10% of Californians owe student debt. That's about 4 million people. So I asked an economist where that puts California on the scale. UC San Diego chief economist Alan Jin broke down the numbers for me.
About 3.8 million people in California then have some sort of student debt. On average, they owe about $37,000.
California is the largest state, so naturally, he says the state has more debt than the rest. But per capita, he said we are 13th.
The average student debt was somewhere around $37,200. So we're just slightly below the average.
If $37,000 is the state average, what's the highest amount someone owes?
About 3% of the borrowers in California owe more than $200,000.
The least?
About 16% of the people who owe money owe less than $5,000.
Alan Jin disagrees with some other economists who believe this could raise the cost of tuition.
Because this could be a one-time thing. And so schools can't count on the fact that student debt is going to be forgiven in the future.
Or that a one-time forgiveness is inflationary.
You're forgiving people's debts. So, you used to owe $50,000 and now you're going to owe $40,000. So I don't think then that people are going to go out and spend a bunch of money. So I don't think it'll have a big inflation rate.
Jin told me that 52% of those who owe student debt in California are under 35 years old. And he said that's concerning because it shows how much more expensive it is to get higher education in recent years. He said it's impacting their life decisions, like not being able to purchase a home, which is also way worse in the long run.
Yeah, really a big problem. And Morgan, we know student loans are only just one piece of people's financial puzzle, and the $10,000 forgiveness part of Biden's plan is really just the tip of the iceberg. Some borrowers are also getting their monthly payments cut in half with new income-driven repayment plans. Thank you, Morgan.
And that's certainly a good point, Laura. I think the plan calls for capping repayment at 5% of folks' income. It makes a difference when you consider that millions of Americans have student loan debt, but not everyone is impacted equally.
A report by the Education Trust shows Black women hold the majority of student loan debt because they experience both gender and racial pay gaps. Black women ages 25 to 64 with bachelor's degrees earned on average more than $60,000 in 2020, while white men earned more than $91,000. One Black woman who owes more than $171,000 in student loan debt says Biden's plan is a step in the right direction, but it's not enough.
So then you find a job and you end up owing, way more student loan debt. And then if I pause it or took a forbearance, that just kept adding up and the interest kept adding up. So the $10,000 that President Biden's offering is barely scratching the surface of the interest that I have.
And so coming up at 6, we are going to hear from a woman who explains how the president's announcement could change her life.